What's up, WDG fam? God's word is a lamp to our feet and a light unto our pathway. So, what does Christ mean when he says, keep his word? That's the second partial piece. And then we're gonna learn about today and God's partial and strategy. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Be Designer Guide Ministries. They see the previous lessons on God's partial and strategies. Go to our channel page and then play this session, and you will be able to go over the last videos and lessons. Okay, I'm going to be coming from a text today that will explain what Jesus means by keep his word. Okay, it's found in John 14 and 23. He says, "If a man loves me, he will keep my word, and the Father shall love him, and we will come into him and make our home with him." Now, Jesus said, "If you love me," and we remember the first piece of God's precious words, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. So, Jesus expected us to reciprocate that same love. Yeah. Now, Jesus poses a question to us. If you love me, okay, you already know that God so loved the world that he gave a piece of him, Jesus Christ. That piece of him will be willing to die for us. Okay? That he doesn't expect you to have the same love, but he does expect you to reciprocate that love that he's shown to you. By what? By keeping his word. Okay? And that's why I say in every class that I teach, invest in the word of God. Invest means to establish his word in our hearts, that it may empower us daily. Okay? So this is what it means to keep his word. Okay? Number one, to be faithful to him. Faithful means to be loyal to God's standards. Now, I know, every day we have to struggle with this flesh because emotions are intimately connected to our flesh. So now our emotions is always because the flesh wants something, or is in pain, or is frustrated. To be loyal to God's standard is no matter what's going on, no matter how your emotions is all over the place. You trust him. You trust that his word is truth. You trust that his word is a weapon against the flesh, a weapon that you can use to stabilize your emotions. Okay? So that's number one. Number two, act justly and accordingly to his word. In 1 Thessalonians 2 and 10, you are witnesses and God also how devotedly and justly and blamelessly we behave ourselves among you who believe. Now this is Paul who is talking to the church at Thessalonica. And what he's saying is, I have behaved like Christ wants me to behave. I have behaved in a Christ-like manner. I treat both the saved and the unsaved the same. Take me for instance. I used to ride the metro access bus, and every time I go on the bus, I'm a manager to the driver, and sometimes I'm a minister to the driver, and then we get closer to the Lord, and some got saved. Okay, those who were willing to listen to the gospel that I was sharing with him. But there was the other side. Some bus drivers, you know, I shared the gospel, but there's no. And then when others, but I think this, after that, I gave them a rebuttal of what I believe. And after 3 times, I said, okay, let us agree to disagree. And you know what? After that shoot, we had a good conversation while we were going to my destination. So you have to treat people the way that Christ will treat people, whether you are a believer or a non-believer. Okay? Number 3, to conform to habits and conduct ourselves that represent Christ. Yeah. Now this is a difficult one, but it can be done. You have to conform yourself to God's standards. Romans 12:2 says, do not be conformed to this world. So we have to transform our minds from a worldly mindset to a godly mindset. And that will help us to conduct ourselves as the image of Christ. Ephesians 4:22 says, put off the old man. Yeah. If we put off the old man and be renewed in the spirit of our minds, then we can put on a new man, which is created after God, Christ's image. Okay? That the life and Jesus may manifest itself in a mortal flesh. And we may be a representative of Him. Okay? Number 4, and this is the last one. To stay in accord with the Holy Spirit. That's key. That's key. Now the Spirit, He lives inside of us. He registers us in the school of the eternal. When we know all things eternal and the balance between our spirit and our humanity. Now, the strategies that God has for us, if we keep His word, is progression and maintenance. See, when we first get saved, we die here. We are a newborn believer. But then, as we advance in His word and are tested by the Holy Spirit, and when we pass the test, we will go to the next level. and the process starts over. And then another level, another level, another level, another level. Okay? And the Holy Spirit will kind of put you in a new dimension as you go to each level. Okay? Now, maintenance is once you go from a newborn to maybe adolescent, adolescent in him, even adult in him, you maintain all the you have done. That's what being a soldier is all about. A good soldier, you know. And our military, they have ranks, and they go to each level. They have different responsibilities. Yeah. So that's what as will happen to us as a social. Each number we have different responsibilities, and in order for us to take all those responsibilities, we have to uh, uh, have a good relationship with the Holy Spirit. He's our teacher, He's our guide, He's the dean of holiness and righteousness that teaches us. In the school of the eternal, yeah. But so the strategy is progression and maintenance. Okay. I hope you like this lesson. Please like and share with your family, friends, coworkers, and even your boss. And comment below because we want to hear your perspective. We want to hear what you think about this lesson. You can subscribe to our channel, Read the Satellite God Ministries, and hit that little button, that little bell, whoop, and you will be notified of future videos. Man, I love you guys. God bless you, and I hope to see you the next time.